Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stump back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're taking Zoro and Kaku into some PvP with the Slasher team. Now, Zoro Kaku do boost both shooters and slashers with their Rumble ability, but we already took them over on the shooter team, and they functioned pretty well. But I feel like the Slasher team and all its glory, or all its help that it can give Zoro and Kaku, means that this character can probably shine just a little bit better in the Slash team. The downside is they're competing with Zoro Sanji. Everywhere that a Zoro and a Sanji goes now, we're competing with Zoro Sanji. So I had to take off, obviously, Zoro Sanji from this particular team, but we are getting a very nice passive nonetheless. Level 6 HP, speed, and then they give themselves level attack and defense up level 8. So they're giving themselves a really, really nice buff, and they're giving the rest of the team not a bad buff, but like what Zoro Sanji's doing with the entire team buff is just a little bit nicer. Their Rumble special obviously is built up around taking down S-Hawk, because they are obviously fighting S-Hawk. They target one int slasher for defense, for an attack that ignores defense at 1.5 times damage. They give themselves a level 5 attack up on a 26-second cooldown. This hits very, very hard. And the upside to versing int slashers are there are a lot of other int slashers, like the Shanks is rolling around. You've got the Giants on the int team. You've got PvP rare recruit Brook, who's a very good unit, so you can definitely see some value with this outside of just fighting S-Hawk characters. You then target one high attack enemy for defense down level 5, attack by 4.5, and then an attack down at level 5, and this happens twice. So pretty good special. And then they have a level 5 Rumble special where they target 2 in slashes for an attack of 1.7 that ignores defense, give themselves level 8 attack, and then they target one high attack enemy for defense down level 8, attack times 5, and then attack down at level 8. So the whole being hit twice is just so valuable with this particular character. Same with like Roger Ray Kaban, same with Big Mom Katakuri, same with Luffy and Lucci. Just getting hit twice just works out so nicely. So this is the team we're going to run. I usually like to use Fuji and Green Bull in the front, but I felt like having the extra cooldown reduction for this particular unit worked a little bit nicer. So we are doing some PvP fights today. They're not like the be-all end-all, but hopefully we do a pretty good showing of the unit nonetheless. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video as well. Bell the like button, hit the subscribe button if you do. Bell the notification button for more content. With that said, let's dive in. Alright, so we're going to take on some of my daily PvP fights. I did totally whiff my first couple fights, and obviously we need to build up the ability to find good fights, because today's the first day of PvP. So I did spend a gem. So we are doing 4 fights in today's video. I did already showcase this character in the shooter team, like I mentioned, against some of the PvP challenge fights. We took on the S-Hawk fight, and we took on the S-Bear fight, and I also took on the hard slasher Green Bull and Fujitora fight, as well as the harder shooter challenge for the PvP rare recruits Suru. But we're going to take on some actual teams now. And I was trying some stuff with, like I said, with Green Bull and Fuji in the front, but I found just having that extra cooldown reduction for stuff like S-Hawk, for stuff like Shanks, Roger Ray Gaban, and Zoro Kaku, just to go a little bit faster, just worked way, way, way better than having another defensive base unit or offensive base unit. Roger Ray Gaban as well, I did actually get them to level and break 5. If you're a member, you'll be able to check out that video. So if you guys want to become members and get access to early content, don't stress, it will be out for the public eventually. Obviously, I'm just trying to build up a backlog of videos for you guys. Over the weekend, I like to do a lot of stuff with family, so we're going to sort of slowly drip them out over the weekend. But if you do want to see them early, the members button, it's right there. It only costs $1, so helps me out a great deal, helps family out a great deal, and I appreciate you guys. So Roger Ray Gaban at level and rank 5 just means that they are going to do absolutely disgusting things, and I actually think they save us from a pretty clutch win in one of these fights that you guys will see. I believe it's the second fight against like a driven based team, which is pretty fun. So their super special now is doing a 60% HP cut, and then 5 times attack after halving defense with a full heal. I feel like this is just going to become a level and rank 5 Roger Ray Gaban showcase. I definitely will do a showcase with level and rank 5 Roger Ray Gaban, but let's try and focus on Zoro and Kaku here, because they are the characters that we are looking at utilizing and showcasing in the video. So we do have a Sai build that we're going up against here. Sai's hasn't been overly too crash hot. Oh, no, sorry, it was a Free Spirit team. This Free Spirit team isn't the most crash hot Free Spirit team, but nonetheless, it still has the new Luffy on it. We still have Sanji, we still have Zoro. We had a pretty full bench. Otama, Nami, Karina, the usual culprits when it comes to Free Spirit. So that was always fun. We will see the super special of Zoro and Kaku coming in here after the Green Bull and Fuji go, basically kill the entire team and do some nice action binding on Enel. basically stopping him from doing anything and letting Zoro and Kaku do the rest. I love that it's literally just Zoro in the super special too. They're just like, hey Kaku, just hold that, dude. Just hold that. It's all about Zoro, man. That's what we came for. I love Zoro's egghead suit as well. Like he looks like such a boss, man. So boss. So that was the first fight. Yeah, taking on Free Spirit. Like I said, it's not super invested, but like that's a level 120 Luffy right there. So like, I mean, it wasn't not invested, I guess. This is the fight I believe that we clutch out. For some reason, I thought it would be a good idea to take on Blackbeard. If you guys don't know, Blackbeard is just a slasher killer, man. Like his abilities, by lowering your attack, slowing down your cooldowns, damage over time, he's just an absolute weapon at mowing through the slasher lineup. And he has a very, very good tendency of taking out Roger Eligabon before Roger Eligabon can actually get going. Stuff like S-Hawk and stuff like that too. And honestly, I thought I just lost this fight. I'd pretty much just given up and just been like, man, slashers. I like had so much hope for you guys. Obviously, like Zoro Sanji, I would definitely be running Zoro Sanji over Zoro and Kaku. So that's not to say that they're completely washed. I would love to see the Neko, Inu, and Carrot at level limit 5 on the slasher team with a level limit 5 Roger Eligabon. I think that would just go absolutely crazy with their super specials and what they can do over something like Odin. But Odin giving that cooldown reduction actually worked absolutely wonderfully for this particular team. Like it really helped out with getting some damage potential off with S-Hawk. It really helped out with getting like Shanks to go early, because Shanks can do 5,000 damage to everyone, which is very, very valuable, especially when you're just about to kill a unit and you just miss out on killing them. Shanks comes in, there's no ifs or buts. Shanks will literally hit everyone with 5,000 fixed damage. Now 5,000 damage is not like insane, but it's definitely enough damage to kill particular units where you need be. So Luffy came in here and hit us with a forced out. This is where I was kind of like, damn, like, this is over. So we forced out Roger Eligabon, which he was literally about to attack. So that was a bit of a downer. But then we actually managed to get them to come back. And there is a little bit of a, not a glitch, but like a bit of a skip with the forced out mechanic, that if a character was already well up on the list when they needed to attack and they come back from forced out, they have a tendency to jump the queue. So as you guys will see here, Roger Eligabon comes back. They basically just go straight to the top of the line and just automatically pop that incredible super special, which does disgusting amounts of damage. So love to see that. Works exceptionally well. Brook then just does the rest for us, and wham bam, thank you ma'am. What was your uncle? All done and dusted. Well, not done and dusted because there is still the bench, but the main lineup is pretty much done, and we still have this beautiful super special at our disposal. Even though we're not versing any in slashes, it's still really nice at getting this particular ability off because it still does a shit ton of damage. Zoro and Kaku can still output disgusting numbers even if you aren't versing in slashes, and that's what makes them really, really valuable and really, really nice compared to something like Zoro Sanji. Zoro Sanji is obviously providing haste ability, crazy stat buffs, really, really good abilities in that regard, but the damage numbers that you can get out with Zoro and Kaku are just really, really nice to see. And because they're bypassing defense against in slashes, and because they are doing sort of big 5 times attack when you are reducing characters like Roger Eligabon and the half stats, you can definitely bink off some characters pretty nicely there. And again, that's why I thought Odin would work really, really well for this particular team, because Odin can sort of come in, do some fixed damage himself, give us some cooldown reduction, and do some really, really nice things in that regard too. And then obviously S-Hawk. The damage potential that S-Hawk has on this team is absurd. So very offensive based build with some really good cooldown reduction, some pretty bulky defense as well. Like we're not slacking in the defensive department. Like Zoro and Kaku ideally would probably be in the middle slot, and I'd push something like S-Hawk to the sides. That way S-Hawk can sort of survive shots, not have to worry about half stats, all those really, really annoying mechanics that can stop S-Hawk from doing S-Hawky things. But Zoro Kaku, man, they did impress me. They do quite good damage. They do really, really nice things over on the shooter team and on the slasher team. They have a lot of help to do some wonderful things as well. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't think slashers are sort of breaking the top echelons of stuff like the Max Powerhouse team, the Max Powerhouse Germany team, the Max Free Spirit team and what it's doing. But like I said, the ceiling is still rising, because now that we have another character with another super special, getting this character to level and break 5 is just super valuable down the line. And you will see some even higher numbers when you do have this character completely maxed out. Remember, getting a character to level and break 5 not only means you get that enhanced special, but you get that crazy stat buff that 150 gives. So I'm going to wrap it up with a dex-based fight. Like I said, these fights weren't like super meta based teams. I wasn't going to go risking my regular PvP fights this early in the season. to sort of do that. And at the same time, I feel like we sort of got enough out of Zoro and Kaku. We saw some really good super special action. We saw really good damage options. We see how they work alongside half stats. We can see how well they work if you do go up against sort of an in-slasher in the PvP challenge fight. So they're a great character. Let me know what you guys think of them down below. Would you run them on your slasher team? Would you still stick to Zoro Sanji? I still think Zoro Sanji is probably going to be the character that is used on slashers. That haste ability, just bringing characters to the front, especially if you have like a super special ready of Roger Rayleigh Gaban, just is so damn valuable. We do have the new Weevil that is coming out very, very soon. He's also a slasher, probably more of a bench-based slasher, but at the same time, another slasher that can do really, really powerful nuking things off the bench. Like, as you can see there, like, Shanks going in right after Zoro and Kaku, because Zoro Kaku on a 26-second cooldown, man. Like, that's a ridiculously low cooldown for what they can do. The amount of damage output they have for very low cooldown to then get it back with an 8 CD, thanks to Odin and Roger Rayleigh Gaban, is incredibly valuable as well. So, very, very powerful character. Hopefully you guys pick them up. They're great in regular play, they're great in Rumble, and they'll be a great addition to your box. But that's going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to go down there, belt like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff for me. But most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please most enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.